are doing, and they're not having a very good day. Nick and I are in the tank, so I'm just being facetious, but they are losing. So we'll go ahead and get started. I want to just recap a couple things that we saw from a 36,000-foot view off of Saturday. Some of the players that I think are really emerging offensively. Trayton Welch is doing some dynamic things. He's got really excellent ability to come up and make catches when they're contested. Isaiah Nair is also, I think, continuing to improve. Valade ran well, so did Trey. But I think Titus Swain did some things up with the running game that we're really pleased with. Right now, we're inconsistent at quarterback. Was not one of our better days all the way through. And so we're going to need to take a hard look and focus to get those guys playing better. Over on the defensive side of the ball, a couple guys, Devon Harris, that really had a good day at the defensive end position. You know, we have some entrenched starters, but he's making his presence known out there. Caleb Robinson's doing some good things at the defensive tackle position. I think we're really having three solid linebackers. So we're looking for a fourth, but those guys are really, really coming on, and we feel good about that. And then the other portion of our game, the corners, I think are really having an excellent spring as well. We'll continue to work on the kicking game. That's going to be important. We'll have some live kickoffs this Saturday. We did a couple live punts, and we had one punt blocked, which I was really encouraged about. Isaiah Nair did a great job on the block, and so that's going to be important. So that's kind of a recap of the scrimmage. We really didn't have anybody that was hurt with any significant injury. We had about 94 plays, so a pretty long scrimmage. So we're pleased that we're able to get a lot of good work in. I think some of our younger players were able to get a lot of repetition. Of course, they've got some work to do as well. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and open up to any questions anybody has. Michael, you're up first.
Craig, you mentioned the quarterbacks, and obviously we talked about them with Tim Polasek last week. Do you see this as an open competition? Is this Sean's job? I mean, how do you kind of see that spot right now?
Well, I think it's always important, first of all, to develop depth, and we'll establish a starter when we come out of the spring. Levi did some good things last fall. Sean, of course, did some good things the previous fall. Right now, when we run out there in the first group, we've been going out there with Sean, but, Levi's getting just as many reps as what Sean is. We've been able to double reps. So good competition. Some days one guy has a little bit of the edge over the other, but, we'll reserve some judgment before we make a decision. Tim and I will sit down and look at the whole body of work, and we'll name a starter after the spring game. Davis, you're up.
So, Craig, what specific areas do they need to be better in and more consistent in?
Last Saturday, just their accuracy in throwing. The decision-making was not bad, but the accuracy as far as where they needed to be. Now, today, they really had a great day. Now, we did some live work, but I was pleased how they responded, both, Sean and Levi. But Saturday, our accuracy at times was not where it needed to be. And if we're going to get that completion percentage up, we need to make sure we're throwing a little bit better balls. I had conversations with both of them, talking about the importance to improve. That's why we practice, and I was pleased with how today went. Yes, Cody.
Craig, couple for you on Ralph Fawaz, the new punter. How's he progressing through the spring? And will he be the punter and kickoff guy? And does he have any competition at the punter spot right now currently?
Well, no, doesn't have any competition right now. He punted the ball well Saturday. Actually, he punts better in the scrimmage and during live stuff than what he does in pre-practice. He missed today. He had the stomach flu. From what I understand, that's what it was. But he's been doing well, and right now he's slated as our number one punter. Okay, no more questions.
Will he also be doing kickoffs, Craig?
We have not. I don't believe so, but we'll take a look. Many times that's a good double. The punter, surprisingly, a lot of times does a good job with kickoffs, but we'll take a look at where we're at. But I would probably say that would be doubtful right now. Davis.
Craig, you know what you got in Aiden and Isaiah. I mean, they've been mentioned a lot, but are you seeing any of these younger guys that are going to have to provide some depth at receiver? Have you seen any good things out of them this spring?
For me to start throwing out some names, I probably would forget somebody besides those two that you just mentioned, so I'll hold off on that. Yes, Mike.
Just a quick housekeeping question. Is Nate Wyman with the team any longer?
No, Nate decided to go ahead and just finish out his degree and hang up football. Anything else out there? Yes, Davis.
Craig, Colin O'Brien was a junior college guy that you guys brought in at tight end last year.
Yep.
You said he had to sort of catch up with the offense. Where is he in this pecking order at tight end? Could he be a factor for you guys this year?
We certainly think he can be a factor. He's a tall, angular guy that's got good movement. He's going to need to get a little bit stronger. He's having his presence shown during the course of spring. He's not arrived yet, but he certainly has the potential. So we're going to keep on, feeding him with a fire hose. Tim, who's this guy right down here in this box? Who's this guy? That guy right there.
That's a good question.
Who is this guy over here? It looks like.
It's Reynolds. He just has like a thing.
Okay,
okay.
I didn't know who the heck he
Sean.
was. He looked like some terrorist that's going to attack the screen. All right. Cody, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this guy over here. I didn't know who the hell he was.
For one, thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Craig, are you guys going to scrimmage anymore before the spring game?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a big, long one this Saturday.
Okay.
Yep. Tracy, no comments, no questions. Tracy, you need.
Everything I was going to ask got asked.
You got to turn your
My
mic
hand
on
was-
again.
My hand was too slow going up as usual.
That's what's happened when you get to be an AARP guy. You can't keep up with these young guys.
AARP's long time. I'm a veteran.
You're a veteran. Okay. All right, guys. I think we got ZZ in here. By the way, ZZ's having a great spring and feel really good about his progression. And if we can play well at the corner spot, we can do a whole lot of things. Both he and CJ are having an excellent spring. So I know you're probably tired of hearing from me. I'll let him come on up and take the chair. Okay.
Thanks, Craig.
By the way, I'm jealous with this hairdo. He's got a lot more hair than I got.
Thank you for the intro.
Yeah, there you go. ZZ's up now. Watch what you say, ZZ.
I got you. How you guys doing?
Hey, ZZ, how are you, man?
I'm good, man.
Good.
Cody, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Okay, deal. So 4 pass breakups the last couple of years, but that elusive interception, how much does that weigh on you? How much do you want to get an interception in a game? And how badly do you think you got screwed in Nevada on that interception?
I'm making an emphasis on it right now for sure, getting some interceptions on my resume. But honestly, if I'm being real with you, I let that play go after it was over, before that game was even over. I mean, of course I wanted it, but they ruled it how they ruled it, and there was no get back on that. So I had to keep moving. But I for sure would love to have that one. I still watch it sometimes, though. It's a cool play. But yeah.
ZZ, with you and CJ obviously having a ton of experience, and Craig said you guys have had a really nice spring. Do you think that the tandem of you two has a chance to be one of the top kind of quarterback duos in the Mountain West?
You saying, yeah, for sure. I think we will be the best cornerback duo in the Mountain West. Let me tell it, because I know I'm working very hard. I'm working to be the best in the nation, if we're being honest. And I know CJ is working hard as well. So I feel like it'll happen naturally. We'll rise to the top and be the best in the conference for sure. And we want to win a lot of games this year, all of them. So we're going to have to play well. So I feel like it'll happen naturally. It's going to take some work, and that's what we're doing right now. So.
VZ, I know you and CJ are at the top of the depth chart at corner, but you guys are going to need some depth there. Have you seen any of the young guys stand out this spring, or what do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of young dudes is not even just in the corner room, in the secondary in general. From Cam to X, KG, everybody's getting better for sure. And I could say that with confidence. I think everybody's getting better. Specifically though, the corners that's behind me and CJ, I feel like they're doing a great job watching what we do and trying to learn from it. We don't do everything perfect, but we have experience, more experience than they have. So they can learn something. But yeah, I feel like everybody's getting better every day. That's behind us. They're paying attention to the details and they understand. So
Have
they
any of
gotta
those
be
guys,
prepared.
have
I'm
any of those
sorry.
guys, any of those younger guys stood out to you?
Yeah, for sure. They did for different reasons. I like Cam a lot. He pays attention to the details, like I was just saying. And I like Xavier too. Xavier Carter, he runs real fast. So I think both of them would be great players for this university in the future.
With the players that are back this year that weren't part of the team last year and as good as the defense was last year, how much stronger do you feel that you guys will be this season?
I'm confident in that. Like I told you, I feel like everybody's really getting better. Everybody from the secondary to the whole defense. Like, and of course, everybody's returning, like you just said. I don't think we lost any starters. Did we lose any starters on defense? I don't think we lost any starters on defense. So, I mean, we just an older team all around, offense and defensively. So, I'm really looking at it at this point as it's just all up to us. We can win the conference if we want to. We can win every game if we want to. We just have to put the work in and be focused every day. And after we win, we got to just, forget about it and keep moving.
Zizi, I feel like I know the answer to this already, but has being a big talker on the field always been part of your game?
Yeah, it has for sure. It kind of gets me going and gets guys going around me on my team. So, yeah, that's a part of my game. And, sometimes it'll be flat out there, and that brings life out there. To even guys that don't talk, they'll just be like, "Oh shoot, I gotta go. This guy's turned up. Let's go." So, yeah.
Well, I think about like Warren Jackson against CSU a couple years ago in the end zone. You got him pretty riled up.
Yeah, that was 2019. Yeah, I remember that, man.
All right, got any more questions, guys? All right, thanks, Zizi.
Thanks, Zizi.
It's easy.
Yep, y'all have a nice night. I appreciate you guys' time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Isaiah, you can go hop up there. Just got to unmute yourself if you could. All right, guys, I got Isaiah here. Michael, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Hey Isaiah, how's it going, man?
Doing good. How you going?
Good. Craig just kind of told us a little bit about the quarterbacks and how they're doing. I'm curious from your perspective, what have you kind of seen from Sean and Levi? I know, accuracy and footwork and all that stuff has been a big emphasis this spring. Have you seen, a difference in the way they're throwing the ball?
Yeah, definitely. Starting the spring ball, things kind of started off a little slow. The chemistry wasn't really there. But as time went along, we worked through that and things have been getting better. I've noticed a lot of improvement in both of those guys. So, yeah.
Isaiah, I don't think we've had a chance to talk to you since the CSU game last year, but I'm kind of curious how much that sticks in your craw when you got nailed with that 15-yarder, and if that's something you even think about, and what kind of happened on that play?
I was just, made a play and I got excited. I let my excitement get the best of me. I watched that. I watched that game on YouTube a lot, and then it just stings a little, but I let it go. Just a young player, making a big play, just getting excited. I wasn't expecting to get the penalty, but, it's a lesson learned. So.
Isaiah, I know you sort of developed a reputation as a deep ball guy last year, but are you working this spring to become a more complete receiver? Is that something you feel like you need to do?
Oh yeah, most definitely. The deep ball part of me, that's just my game. That's something that I've been doing since high school. But overall, just working on the little things, working on a quick game passing, just being more complete with, running the football and just being the best I could possibly be all around. So, yeah.
Isaiah, I noticed today that you didn't get a ton of offers out of high school. How much of a chip does that put on your shoulder going through college?
Man, it put a chip on my shoulder right there. I went to camps, a lot of camps just to try to get an opportunity to show the coaches what I can do, and it just didn't go in my favor. So I'm really thankful that Wyoming believed in me, believed in my talents to take it to the next level because, it's something that really motivated me, not being able to be that, superstar in high school or not getting that much attention that like everybody else did. So it really motivated me. And, like I said, I'm thankful that Wyoming gave me the opportunity to show what I can truly do at the next level.
I guess, what do you think about this year? The coaches, Mike Grant has spoke about you being a leader of this wide receiver core. I know Gunnar Gentry's probably not going to be back for a while. How much do you look forward to that leadership role?
I look forward to, just keeping the guys right, all the guys in that room, we have a bond together, and just being able to just help them, just help each other. I learn from those guys, they learn from me, just being able to elevate each other's game. I'm glad to be around a group of guys like that. So, yeah.
Did it get frustrating at all last year, Isaiah? You only had 8 catches and put up a ton of yards, but do you feel like this year with this new offense, you can start to get into a rhythm a little bit?
Most definitely. Last year was frustrating, but I feel like I did what I could, and I made the best of every catch. So I'm thankful that I was able to do the things I could. As far as this year, just looking forward to getting in the mix more and making more plays. Just doing what I can. Playing my game. As long as I feel like I'm doing what I can to contribute to the team's success, then that's all that matters. So, yeah.
So we heard you blocked a punt in the scrimmage the other day. Is that going to be a new role for you this year?
Man, I've been looking forward to that for a long time. But yeah, that block punt, definitely something that I was looking forward to. We practiced that, a couple practice back. I had missed 2 back-to-back. So I was like, dang, I had to go back and get it. Scrimmage time I came, got my start right and, got the punt block. So hopefully I can do that on Saturday. So we'll see what we can do.
We got any more questions, guys?
Yeah, just one more real quick. Obviously we spent a lot of the spring talking about, the new look offense and all that kind of stuff. From your perspective, where have you kind of seen the most growth from when you guys started to where you are now in terms of the offense?
I'll say really the chemistry and, just us believing in each other. When we first started, it's a new system. So everybody's learning things, we're trying to get on the same page. So at first it was a little off, just guys not being on the same page. But as time went along and guys got familiar with what they were doing, it started clicking, and we're, starting to look much better now than from day one. So that chemistry and just being on the same page.
All right, any more questions, guys? All right, thanks, Isaiah.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Like,